Welcome back to another session here. This is Nasdaq time. Ready for the market. My final idea was if we're gonna break below 200 at the opening, I would go for a short position, and we actually managed to break below. But again, it could potentially stop here at 150, so just be aware of the risk. So I could consider taking a long position here at 150 and then target 300. Okay, so if we do not break below 50, it's a long to me. Okay, so you're aware. Break above 200 would consider a long so far, and break below here would consider a short. So getting things ready, up and running, keeping it very simple this session here. I could consider buying it here around 150 support, potentially take it back to 250, but we could break below, so I'm aware of that. Last time we went to 100 and then we went right back up again. So this could be a long setup around 100. It could also be a short setup. Let's see. So the market just sold off from 21,300 back to 21,150. Looks like we're getting some sort of support around here. I would like to buy in here around 150 to take it potentially back. I'm gonna go for a long position here. It's a lighter long position. Let's see here if it's gonna push right back or if it's gonna sell off. So I'm currently long. I'm targeting on this one here. I know I said 400, but that's not what I'm gonna go after. I'm gonna go after maybe 300 realistic. So I'm just waiting for it to push above 175. DAX is actually holding good, and S&P 500 also pushing right back here. So let's see. I'm not against the overall idea of actually holding it to 500, but I think I'm gonna exit this one here, or at least move stop loss to break even once we push to 180. I am moving my stop loss to break even once we push above. I'm not doing anything, I'm still waiting for it to decide. Okay, moving stop loss to break even. If we can push above 170 and turn green. Still waiting, get ready for moving stop loss to break even. I have now my stop loss at break even. I might get a stop out here. I might get stopped out. So I have my stop loss at break even. I only want to trade when there's momentum and it's an A+ setup. So I'm exit this one here for 70, so you could exit now. Why do I exit this position? because I considering the risk of it to sell back to 100. I'm not against holding a long, but I'm just saying I'm aware and informed about the risk of it come back to 21,100 or 21,000 straight. So that's why I exit. I'm not saying you cannot hold it. I'm just saying I exit this one here. I don't know, many of you is might holding along. It's very great. Great job, guys. Could consider re-entering a long position here. But again, the risk is that it might not push. Let's go for a short position here around 200. Considering shorting the market here. I'm gonna go for a short here. Might be a quick scalp. Just open a short position. I want to see if this is gonna come back or if this is just gonna continue pushing to new highs. And it might push to 200 or even more. Looks like that this is not really pushing, so I'll just exit here for break even. So I have no position open. Long above the opening range bar. So we opened here, we pushed up, we sold off, we pushed up, we sold off. Support 150, some great fake outs, and a bar to turn green. And I'm not saying it's not going to come back to 228. I'm actually pretty confident that this could potentially be a good long position. I'm thinking about doing a long position here. I'm thinking about doing a long at 167. Going for a quick long here. Yeah, I'd like to buy it here. Let's see here. But again, this could also start selling off, so I don't have any open positions, as you can see. Yeah, it's a good long. I'm buying it here. It's currently trading at 70 something. It could be a quick scalp, but it was 184 exit. Quick little scalp here, not really risky. But again, wait for it to push above or to break below the opening range lows, opening range highs. This is just noise trading, and this is not really focusing on the direction. The market is just focused on hope. So overall, 3 small trades with no really progress. Market opened around 230 and we've been trading down and a little bit up here. So only go long above 200. That's currently what I'm looking for. The DAX is really pushing. I mean, it's not really pushing, but it's just, did you really see today? DAX is unstoppable. Interesting to see where the market is going to be heading here. No positions. I said first long here with a potential fake out. It was, we went long. I just closed it out and did a couple of scalps, no progress. But again, the progress is gonna come today. Trust me. It's Monday, and not Monday. This is Tuesday, so there is gonna come a reaction either up or down. Things is not really doing much. Looks like it's gonna push. I'm considering doing a long position here before 200 get hit. And I could like to exit this one here for another quick scalp, just so you're aware of my overall thoughts and overall idea. That I have a idea of that the market is trying to push it back to 230 or 250. So I went in for a long, have a tight stop loss. If things start rallying, then this is great. Let's see if we break above 200. Not really. It's getting rejected here. Might start selling off. Once we break above 220 or the EMA, I start being more positive and I start looking for adding to my long. Well, let's see here. It could also be a fake out. I think it's a potential fake out, so I'm just gonna exit here at 202. So exit at 202. I just want to see if it's a fake out. There's no reason to be long if it's a fake out when we can just enter it long with confirmation above. Above 200 now, 210. Things really pushing. Wow. Could come back to 250. It could also start selling off from now, so I could consider doing a short. I'll start doing a short position here at 220 to see if it's a fake out, if this is going to start selling off, or if we're going to break above the opening range breakout. Be aware of the risk. I'll just exit here. Yeah, there is no progress, so I just managed to exit my position for nothing. Been doing a couple of break-even trades here where I'm just exit when there is no progress, but we could potentially come back to 230 and then dump back again, or we don't know. Long above, short below. Where is Nasdaq gonna go today? Nasdaq went down to 150 and now we're trading around 220 again. I might short the Nasdaq here again. If we are breaking below 205, I consider shorting this one here. Let's see. No short opened. I like to short once we break below 205 and then take it back to 21,000 or even lower. We got rejected here, so no progress above opening range breakout. That's a weak sign for the market. I'm opening a short position here. Again, be aware of it's pretty light, so I'm not heavy short. I mean, it's still heavy. It's 5 times this new account we opened. Let's exit here. If we get a push, just exit this one here. Yeah. So I'm actually quite excited to see where the market is gonna go. If it's just gonna continue. I'm thinking about taking another short position here. Doing another short position here at 224. Currently have an open short position here. Let's see. Still short. Looks like it could push above, so I'll just exit, just mitigating my risk. It could really push above, so just be careful here and be aware of the potential risk that it might push. The DAX is pushing and things is actually holding quite strong right now in the market. Again, very low risk. Not doing anything. Thinking about shorting the market here, but I think they were gonna push it to 250. I'll go in for another short position here. It might break above and I have to respect that risk. So this is my final setup. Let's see. This is my final setup, okay? Just so you're aware. You can exit this one here. If it comes back to 200. No progress. Thinking about moving stop loss to break even and then just hold it, or I'm gonna get stopped out. I'll exit here for 50 bucks more. Just testing if the market's gonna push or sell below 211. So I'll short it below 211. Pretty good session this one here with this new account, new experiment. No progress at all. Short below 211, target to make it back to 21,000. So shorting it here. If it breaks below, it did not. I'm gonna short it below 211. Shorting it here. It's currently trading at 206 now. I'm gonna see if we can have some progress now. So I currently have this set up, as you can see, where I'm targeting lows of 21,000 and I'm currently short where I have a stop loss of 26 at the highs, but it looks like they want to push it back to 250. I have to respect that. So right now they don't want to really, I'm just moving my stop loss to see if this could be a potential fake out. But if they're pushing it above here, they're also going to push it above here. So that was a fake out, no really close below, but no really overall risk in the market. What I see right here. Again, they might push it to 300, they might push it to 400. They might continue pushing this and moving my stop loss. Then I'll add to this short here. I'm pretty confident it's gonna fall. But let's see, it could also continue pushing above. Let's just exit the ones we just opened here at 230. I'll just exit that one here because I'm not super sure if this is actually gonna sell off. But again, it's not really risky. I just don't know if things start selling off or where are we going. So it is a long sign. It's an opening range breakout on the long side, but it could be a potential fake out. I think maximum it's gonna push to 275. And I think it's gonna come back. But again, we're not here to hope or think something. We're here to react to what the market is doing. And right now it's very choppy. S&P 500 also pointing up. It could be a potential good entry for a long position if you're targeting 500. I just want to be realistic. Again, light position, so it's not really hurting. Let's see here. I'm even thinking about moving my stop loss to, yeah, but I'm not moving it. I'm just holding it as we see right here. It's a 246 and target lows for 2-hour time frame. You could see that the market have a lows of 650. On a 4-hour time frame, if you zoom a little bit out, you can see we sold off back to 16,000, but the market just pushed here, and I'm hoping that things can recover, and it might. So Nasdaq looks strong here. And DAX as well. So I don't have to really stream more. I've been live here for 30 minutes. What I'm gonna do is I'll currently hold a short with a target of 21,000. I'm not adding to it. I'm not doing anything. I might consider moving stop loss to break even once we break below lows of 150. I'm not super sure if I really want to go long today. Yeah, it's not really giving me the signs of progress. It just went above and now we might push to 250. I consider moving my stop loss to 275. So I just moved my stop loss. I think it's gonna get rejected here. Strong rejection is coming in here at 250, and then it's gonna sell off. I don't know if it's gonna sell back to 21,000, but it's gonna sell below 21,100. So I'm just holding the setup for now and have a stop loss above the pre-market or an hour before opening highs, so I don't get a push and stopped out here at 245 or 250. It could potentially push to 260, but again, they're gonna dump the market at some point. If I really have to go long, I would go long above 300, and I will let you know if I do that. But to me to really have a good setup, long above 300, stop loss around 250, and then target 500. That could be a potential setup. That's a 4R where I'm risking 4 times less than I'm gonna make. But again, it might push now, as you see. Could be a potential long actually here. I could even consider doing a long position now because we have so much progress. Thinking about doing a long position here. It looks strong. Could be a potential long here. I'll go for a long position here. It's actually opening range breakout. It's actually lots of progress. So I just went for a long position here. I closed the other one I had. Let's see here. If it's gonna break above now and actually push. So it just went from lows of 130, 150 back to highs of 275. It closed it for a loss and now went for a long. It was very strong. Let's see if this is going to continue or if this is going to be a potential fake out. Wow, it's very strong for DAX. And I'm very curious why it's not really strong anymore for Nasdaq. But it's a good long opportunity here. It's breaking above. I didn't expect it to really break above and got above 250, but it managed to come above. Let's see if it's going to continue. I think it's going to come to at least 300 the next 2-3 minutes. Do you have any news coming in today? We have news in about, yeah, we actually had news. That's why it pushed. So I'm still long, as you know. Went for short. I cut losses. Moving stop loss to potentially 244. I'm just holding this one here. Looks like it could potentially come back to 500 today. So this is currently my setup. And this is what I have on this new challenge, on this new account. Again, and I went in a little bit heavier this time. Not really heavier, but I went in with 10 contracts. It's still heavy. Let's see. It really don't have any progress. It could come back to 500 today. So lost 343, and then I have this opening position here. moving stop loss to 260. No really progress. The risk is that it's gonna sell back to 250 or sell back to 220, but then I'll be out. It's really flirting with past highs. Let's give it a couple more minutes to see if it's gonna push. Nope. Let's keep getting rejected. There's a big risk that this is going to sell off if it's not pushing, but it might push now. Let's see here. Moving stop losses to break even soon. Once we're breaking above 290, I'll move my stop loss to break even. So getting ready to move stop loss to break even. My stop loss here at 64. I might get stopped out. They might push the market down. I'll exit this one here for no progress. So there is no progress. I might even consider doing another short position. I will consider doing a short position here and still target 21,000. Been showing no progress. But why should it not just push to 300? It looks strong. Gonna re-enter my long position here. Let's see if this is gonna be the time where things is actually start pushing in the right direction towards 300. It could potentially be now things is gonna push to 300. That's simply why I went long again. Let's see here. Been doing a couple of longs with no really progress. Yeah, I'll exit here for break even. I'm not gonna trade more. I think this is too risky. The short idea, I'm still more on the short side than I'm on the long side. But the overall idea of going long with a break above was actually correct. So let's see if this is actually going to continue. For now, I'm just going to hold cash and not do anything more. Of course, this is going to push to 300. It's just about if it's going to really push above. So let's see what the market is really going to do. But the short didn't work. It might work later, but for now it's a long position. But I'm just being very careful if it's getting rejected here. So I'll see you tomorrow morning. If you have any questions, let me know.